The Interstellar Academy of Sciences prided itself on its diversity. Students came from every corner of the galaxy, soft-bodied thinkers from the oceans of Vela, crystalline minds from the asteroid cities of Kras, and high-born tacticians from the Karth Dominion. It was here, in a grand lecture hall of floating hollow screens and telepathic study nodes, that a new species had been admitted for the first time, Homo sapiens. The council labeled them Deathworlders. Their home, Earth, carried the notorious Class 13 designation, a planet of unstable climates, vicious predators, and diseases so complex even medical AIs struggled to model them. Few expected much from the human applicant. At best, they thought the odd biped might survive the semester. The human's name was Elena Marquez, and on her first day, she sat quietly at the back of the room, stylus tapping against her ancient, analog notebook. Professor Rail, a being of translucent membranes and 6 glittering eyes, announced the assignment. Students, you are tasked with creating a survival model. Select a standard world, chart its dangers, and design a strategy by which a sentient species might endure its challenges for one planetary cycle. This will test your creativity, reasoning, and ability to predict environmental threats. You have 2 weeks. The aliens groaned. It was difficult but fair. Most selected gentle worlds with minor perils, a desert planet with scarce water, or a tundra with seasonal storms. But Elena only smiled faintly and scribbled something in her notebook. 2 weeks later, the presentations began. A Karth Hive student proudly displayed a plan for surviving drought conditions by rationing communal water stores. The crystalline Krassian demonstrated mathematical climate shields to deflect storms. Each presentation was neat, contained, and predictably clever. Then came Elena's turn. She walked to the front with nothing but a thin stack of papers. No holograms. No simulation pods. Just handwritten notes. She began, her voice calm but carrying. My assignment is on Earth. My home. A ripple of confusion ran through the hall. Professor Rail tilted his shimmering head. Cadet Marquez, the instructions specified a standard world. This is standard, Elena replied simply. For me. She cleared her throat and began. Her model unfolded not as charts or shields, but as a litany of horrors. Step 1, she said, flipping to her first page. You learn to identify edible plants. Out of tens of thousands, most will poison you. Some will paralyze you. Others will kill you slowly, over days. Nervous chittering filled the room. Step 2, water. Drink from the wrong stream, and you get parasites that eat you from the inside out. Boil everything. Always. Her alien classmates shifted uncomfortably. Step 3, animals. They don't just hunt you. They stalk, ambush, and sometimes play with you before killing you. We've got apex predators on land, sea, and sky, each adapted to kill things bigger and faster than us. Our best defense? Fire. And teamwork. By now, the crystalline Krassian had dimmed to a pale, anxious flicker. Elena kept going, her tone steady, almost casual. Step 4, the weather. You'll face storms with winds strong enough to tear buildings apart. Heat that cooks you alive. Cold that freezes you solid. And that's just seasonal. Don't get me started on earthquakes, volcanoes, or hurricanes. One Valen student raised a trembling fin. Professor, is this exaggeration? Professor Rail said nothing. His 6 eyes were wide. Elena turned another page. Step 5, disease. Invisible enemies, always evolving. Viruses that melt your lungs. Bacteria that rot your flesh. We fight them daily, and even our medicines sometimes fail. Gasps echoed across the room. One student fainted, their neural crown dimming. Elena set her notes down. And finally, step 6, other humans. We compete, we fight wars, we push each other harder than the planet ever could. And yet, somehow, we survive. Not just survive. We thrive. We build cities, write symphonies, explore space, all while carrying the scars of a world that never wanted us. She looked out across the trembling class. That's my model. It's called growing up on Earth. Any questions? The hall was silent. A single crystalline student whispered, voice cracking, You live there by choice? Elena shrugged. It's home. We're used to it. Professor Rail cleared his throat, voice strained. Cadet Marquez, your homework, if accurate, far exceeds the scope of this assignment. It is not a survival model. It is a chronicle of unending war between life and death. Elena smiled faintly. Exactly. After class, the aliens whispered among themselves. Many could not even look at her. What they had presented as their greatest academic challenge. Surviving a harsh but manageable world was, to this human, childhood homework. The Karth hive mind logged a quiet note to its queen. Do not provoke the Deathworlders. The crystalline Crashen sent a recommendation to their elders. Increase trade agreements with Earth immediately. The Valens wrote in their aquatic script, if humans call this easy, what do they call hard? And Professor Rail, for the first time in his long teaching career, marked an assignment with a grade higher than perfect. Word spread quickly across the academy. The Deathworlders' homework had defeated the entire alien class, not through malice, but by revealing a truth none wanted to face. For humans, survival wasn't a theory. It was practice. And every alien who had heard Elena's calm voice that day would forever shiver when they remembered it.